What if speed had a soul? Imagine a car that doesn't just move. It breathes, pulses, and dares you to keep up. A machine that bends the rules of physics, turning every stretch of asphalt into a racetrack where adrenaline isn't optional but inevitable. That's the 2025 McLaren 750S. More than a car, it's an experience, an untamed force sharpened by precision, born from Formula One DNA. Building on the 720S, the 750S doesn't simply evolve, it detonates. More horsepower, less weight, sharper reflexes. It's a predator on the street, a scalpel on the track. The numbers impress, but the soul is what overwhelms. This is not driving, it's immersion. Buckle up as we unravel the secrets of McLaren's masterpiece. Style, speed, power, and control forged into rolling art. A new era. What's different in 2025? Every year, supercar makers polish, tweak, and sometimes reinvent their masterpieces. McLaren didn't need to reinvent the 720S. It was already a titan in the arena of speed and elegance. But the 2025 750S takes that foundation and sharpens it into a weapon. This is not a reinvention, but refinement turned lethal, a machine honed so precisely that even the smallest adjustments echo loudly on the road. At first glance, the updates seem subtle, but their impact is anything but. You see it in the new aesthetic details. Body color carbon fiber front fenders with gloss vents that merge beauty with aerodynamics. A stealth badge package that swaps bright chrome for sinister black accents. And a papaya orange start button that cheekily nods to McLaren's Formula One heritage. Yet the real magic isn't in the paint or badges, it's in the weight. McLaren obsessed over every ounce, trimming 66 pounds through clever use of carbon fiber, lighter wheels, and featherweight components, bringing the dry weight down to a remarkable 2,815 pounds. In a segment where every gram can shave off milliseconds, this diet turns numbers into victories and physics into art. Of course, such precision engineering comes at a price. The 750S starts at $318,000 for the coupe and $337,000 for the Spider, with the numbers soaring past $400,000 once McLaren's bespoke MSO division personalizes it to your taste. But buying a 750S isn't simply about transportation, it's about ownership of something rarer, sharper, and more intimidating than the rest. It's a declaration. When you roll down the street in one of these, you're not just driving a car, you're commanding a sculpture of speed so potent that even Ferrari and Lamborghini owners can't help but sweat. Exterior design. Can a car look faster than it moves? Close your eyes and picture it. A predator, crouched, ready to pounce. Sleek, muscular, and dripping menace. That's the 2025 McLaren 750S. Its low-slung silhouette stretches 179 inches long, but rises barely 47 inches tall. With a width of 85 inches including mirrors, it doesn't just sit on the road, it dominates it. And then there are the iconic dihedral doors, a spectacle of engineering that makes entry feel like boarding a spacecraft. Every crease and vent is born from function. Enlarged intakes channel air to feed the V8 and cool the carbon ceramic brakes. The resculpted nose houses sharper LED headlights that slice through the dark like blades. The pièce de résistance, the active rear wing, a moving sculpture that adapts to speed, braking, and cornering to deliver precision downforce. Want stealth? The blacked-out stealth package delivers. Prefer drama? Choose from over 30 paint finishes, including Namaka Blue, Flux Green Second, or Viridian. Wheels range from 19-inch fronts to 20-inch rears, wrapped in Pirelli P0 Trofeo rubber that clings like a second skin. The Spider variant keeps the aggression intact, with a power-folding hardtop that tucks away in 11 seconds at up to 31 miles per hour. Open air, open lungs, open soul. Interior and comfort, fighter jet or lounge. Step inside and the McLaren 750S whispers, "This isn't a car, it's a cockpit." Everything is about you, the driver. The 12.3-inch instrument cluster is mounted on the steering column itself, so it moves with your adjustments. The button-free steering wheel means no distractions. Your hands grip leather or Alcantara. Your eyes stay on the road. Materials? Carbon fiber, soft leather, Alcantara, and stitching so precise it feels surgical. You choose the colors. You choose the vibe. This isn't luxury. It's personalized adrenaline. The standard heated, power-adjustable seats provide comfort for long drives, but thrill seekers will prefer the carbon fiber racing buckets. Thinner, lighter, tighter. They transform your body into part of the machine. Cargo? Forget hauling luggage. With 5.3 cubic feet in the frunk, you'll be packing weekend bags, not wardrobes. But this isn't a minivan, it's a missile. Here's the surprise. It's not torture to drive every day. The proactive chassis control suspension softens in comfort mode, smoothing out bumps. A front lift system raises the nose to clear curbs in seconds. Apple CarPlay is finally standard, paired with an 8.0-inch touchscreen. Upgrade to the 12-speaker Bowers & Wilkins system if you dare to drown out that V8 symphony. Practical? Relatively. Cozy? Absolutely. And thrilling? Always. Engine and performance. What happens when raw power collides with surgical precision? The answer lives inside the heart of the 2025 McLaren 750S. At its core rests a 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8, mid-mounted for perfect balance, and engineered to deliver nothing short of violence wrapped in elegance. The numbers alone are enough to make your pulse quicken. 740 horsepower, 590 lb-ft of torque, and a red line that screams at 8,500 revolutions per minute. Unleash it, and you're catapulted from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.3 seconds, demolishing the quarter mile in a searing 10 seconds before charging toward a 206 top speed. But here's the thing. Numbers only tell half the story. The 750S isn't just about acceleration, it's about obliteration. A shorter final drive sharpens every burst of power, while the turbos feed relentless thrust across the rev range. The soundtrack is an experience of its own, beginning as a low growl, rising to a mid-range snarl, and exploding into a red-line scream that borders on mechanical opera. Each note sends chills down your spine, reminding you that this car is alive. Of course, such intensity comes with a price. Official fuel economy checks in at 15/19 mpg, though drive it the way it begs, and you'll see closer to 12 mpg. Yet does that really matter? Every squeeze of the throttle delivers an adrenaline rush worth more than any gas bill. McLaren sweetens the deal with 3 years of free maintenance. Because legends don't just perform, they look after their own. Handling and driving experience. A straight-line rocket is impressive. A cornering scalpel? That's genius. And that's exactly what the McLaren 750S delivers. It's not just speed that defines this machine, it's precision. Every flick of the hydraulic steering communicates road texture in a way modern electric setups can't match, making the driver feel hardwired into the car's DNA. The double wishbone suspension and adaptive dampers are like a split personality, comfortable on command, razor sharp the next second. Then comes Proactive Chassis Control 3, the wizard behind the curtain, predicting body movements and adjusting faster than the human eye can blink. The result? A car that doesn't just respond, it anticipates. Out on winding roads, the 750S feels alive, nimble, eager, intuitive, almost reading your thoughts before you turn the wheel. Push it to the track and it becomes untouchable, pulling a staggering 1.13 G on the skid pad and stopping from 60 miles per hour in under 100 feet. Even on the edge, it inspires confidence, with variable drift control letting you choose how sideways you dare to go. And here's the kicker. When the adrenaline fades and the daily grind begins, the 750S doesn't punish you. It glides over potholes better than its rivals. And while visibility isn't perfect, it's far from the blindfolded nightmare most supercars impose. This is where McLaren's genius shines. It's a weapon on track, a scalpel on roads, and surprisingly civilized when crawling through traffic. Few cars can wear all three faces with such grace, but the 750S does it effortlessly. Technology and features. What if your car's brain could think faster than you? That's the magic here, the difference between driving a machine and commanding a living, breathing beast that anticipates your every move. Inside, the driver's world is carefully built around precision and control, starting with a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster that feels like a fighter jet's cockpit, sharp, configurable, and always in sight. Then there's the 8.0-inch infotainment screen, ready to sync seamlessly with Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth, and Sirius XM, keeping every song, call, and navigation cue within reach without stealing focus from the road. For those who live dangerously close to curbs or tight city streets, the optional 360-degree camera becomes more than just a feature. It's a lifeline, saving your wheels from heartbreak in a single glance. Even when parked, the car watches over itself, thanks to a volumetric alarm designed to keep prying hands away. But here's the real brilliance. None of this clever technology overshadows what matters most. It doesn't turn the car into a rolling iPad or a digital distraction. Instead, it bends to your will, sharpening the connection between human and machine. Active Aero slices the air at your command. Adaptive suspension reshapes the ride in real time. Launch control doesn't just exist, it unleashes fury when you ask for it. These aren't gimmicks, they're your extensions. Safety and reliability. Supercars rarely get crash tested, but the 750S isn't flying blind. Its carbon fiber monocoque 2.2 chassis is insanely rigid, designed to cocoon you in the event of chaos. Airbags, ABS, traction control, all standard. Reliability? McLaren covers you with a 3-year unlimited mile warranty, 5-year cosmetic warranty, and 10-year anti-perforation coverage. Add 3 years of servicing included, and ownership anxiety melts away. For a 200-plus mph monster, that's peace of mind money can't usually buy. In conclusion, why the 750S hooks you forever. The 2025 McLaren 750S isn't just a new chapter, it's a manifesto, a declaration that speed can have a soul, that precision can still ignite passion, and that supercars aren't just about spectacle, they're about substance. From its featherweight chassis to its 740 horsepower V8, from its fighter jet cockpit to its magnetic handling, the 750S is a machine that doesn't just get driven, it gets lived. Ferrari may give you fireworks, Lamborghini may give you theater, but McLaren, it gives you connection. Every throttle press, every apex, every glance in the mirror, it's an experience that lingers long after the engine cools. So if speed calls your name, answer it with the McLaren 750S, because some cars you drive once, but this one, it hooks you forever. Really love this video, awesome job. Don't forget to comment, and thank you for watching.